congratulations. Is this your first player, week thing?
I believe so. Yeah. I think in 2017 I was named Player of the Month in December. This is my first Player of the Week though, so it's pretty cool. I mean, I got a text last night from Coach just congratulating me, and look, man, I love it. It's awesome, but it really just is a testament to our entire defense. You look back at the game and immediately coming up with a tip ball that kind of allows me to go get it, and then you look at the fourth, you look at the goal line stand we had. Matt Milano comes up with a big play. Damar Hamlin comes up with a big play to keep him from getting out of the end zone, and then our pass rush with Shaq and Greg were able to get to Lamar on time and force him to throw a ball, and I was just able to make a play. So it's really, I see it more as a testament to our entire defense. Anybody could have got that award. Mac probably could have got that award too, but it's pretty cool. But that's then, and we're in the now. We got Pittsburgh this week, so excited about talking about Pittsburgh.
Anything that's led to your fast start? You've dealt with some bumps and bruises, but it hasn't seemed to impact you at all.
I enjoy playing this game. This is my 6th year in the system. I enjoy the guys that I'm playing with. I enjoy the coaches that are coaching me, and I really feel like every time I step out on the field, I'm able to play free. I'm able to just be myself, and it's allowed me to have the success so far, and just want to keep helping this team win football games.
Is there any extra satisfaction knowing your contract situation and the performance that you wanted to put forth this year, and you're able to do so?
I mean, I'm just trying to take one game at a time. Everything else is going to work itself out. I understand if I go out there each week and I just take one play at a time and continue to do the things that I'm doing and continue to try to help this team win football games, the rest will take care of itself. I can't really worry about that. In the end, I think if I just continue to play, continue to put my head down and work, everything will work itself out.
Understanding all that, I mean, you've been through a lot in terms of training camp, injury to start the season. Well, is there an added degree of satisfaction, understanding what the ultimate goal is, and it's still a long way off, but to have come in and been able to have that type of impact, kind of given everything you've been through on the field?
Yeah, obviously, you want to come into the season and remain in the season and remain throughout the season healthy. Some bumps and bruises along the way, but I've had the right team. Obviously, with the trainers that I've had in there, able to get me back on the field and keep my confidence and being able to go out there and field and perform my duties. So, like I said, you want to go into the season, you want to go throughout the year without any bumps and bruises, but that's going to happen. And just fighting through them. And luckily, we got a great team of trainers here that allowed me to get back on the field and perform at my best.
Let's ask you about Damar, how he got his first chance, really.
Yeah, it seemed like he didn't even blink, right? He just came out there and he made the plays that he had to make, and he made some huge key tackles. It's a guy I do enjoy playing with. He understands the defense. He's been in the system for a while now, and he's extremely talented. And the more reps he's going to get, the better he's going to continue to play. And he's going to be a huge asset for us as we continue this stretch. And I couldn't be more happy for him and more proud of him, of the work that he's put in to get to this point. And he knows there's a lot more work to be done, but I'm excited to continue to work with him. Yeah, he's a big dude out there, man. Big dude, pretty physical at the top of his routes, and he's a big target. Anytime you're probably man-to-man against him, you're gonna have to be aggressive, and all of those receivers are really talented. That's a really talented receiving core. But they got some big tight ends over there that are gonna challenge us, and we're gonna have to play physical.
Is one of the big challenges is there's really no film on him?
Not necessarily. I think you kind of have an understanding of who he is as a quarterback. Just a lot of upside from him. Obviously a first-round pick. He's got the arm talent. He can move in the pocket. He's getting the ball out of his hands quick, and so I think you just continue to prepare like you're preparing each and every week. Go through your process. You don't necessarily have to change anything different just because there's XYZ playing at quarterback. You just continue to go throughout your process, and then within the game, obviously there's going to be some wrinkles. Probably going to have to make some adjustments. just based off of maybe some of the film study that you study. Maybe they come out there with something new, and you got to make some adjustments. And that's what I think that we do a good job of. Our coaches do a really good job of, is coming to the sideline, making the right adjustments, and going back on the field and playing.
How are you feeling physically, and do you have kind of a plan for practice the rest of the week, or is it?
Yeah, I feel fine. Just like I said, I just got the last play of the game, got the wind knocked out of me. I feel fine. Should be kind of day to day. See how I feel tomorrow.
Sure. Watching film on Micah Fitzpatrick, how much do you see yourself in watching?
Obviously an extremely talented player and has been in this league for a long time. A very rangy player, and he's got very good ball skills. And he seems, I mean, I've never been around him, I've never really talked to him or chopped it up with him at all, but he seems like a very smart and instinctive player. So you do learn some stuff when you watch film, and just, I mean, that entire defense. I mean, Mike Tomlin over there, I've been in that, I was in that division for a long time, and I understand that's a very tough coach, hard-nosed football team, that's really led by that defense and obviously a really good offense. And so, it's gonna be one of those tough games on Sunday. We're gonna have to prepare well to play well. And they're obviously gonna come in hungry. Probably didn't get the result they wanted last week, but they're gonna come in hungry, just knowing that type of team that is. We got to prepare well to win.
Go ahead. Okay. Josh was saying a few minutes ago how when he goes up against you in practice, what's so impressive is how you and others seem to be communicate and move as one. Obviously, with Micah, you guys had so much time to do that. How much harder is it to do it when you're switching who you're playing with, and how do you handle that to make sure that's still seamless?
Yeah, I think you just can, like I said, your process doesn't really change throughout the week. You continue to go and watch the film. You continue to get with the guys outside of the building, or at the end of the day. And we take a lot of pride in on the back end and being able to communicate and not, making sure everybody's on the same page. And so, that's what, we look at ourselves as the quarterbacks of the defense. We got to communicate with the D-line. We got to communicate with the linebackers and the corners. And so, D-Ham and I, we really take the time to study together just so that we are all on the same page. And, we always say if we're all wrong, we're all right, and so that's, as long as we're all on the same sheet of music, we can play any defense. And so he's taking it, man, and he's taking ownership into understanding what needs to get done. And we're watching film together and getting together at the end of the days. And so, like I said, I'm extremely proud of him, extremely excited to see how he grows throughout the season.
I don't know how much you think about this, but I wonder, you guys played against Brian Flores a lot, and he didn't do terrible, and they won games in Miami, and so he then sues the league. What do you think about the fact Mike Tomlin said, okay, I'm going to hire him, and bring him in? You like that move, but what did you
I haven't. I honestly didn't even cross my mind. I'm sorry.
The defense is not allowed a point in the second half. So what has led to it? There you go. There's your stat.
That's a great stat.
So what has led to these shutdowns in the second half?
I think like I said earlier, our coaches do an extremely good job of allowing us to make the adjustments on the sideline in the locker room. And when we get in the locker room at halftime, up, down, tied, whatever, nobody's panicking, nobody blinks. Vaughn says it, and I've said it in a couple media interviews, don't blink, and literally it's just one play at a time. You've seen games flip extremely fast, and it's really, I know it's cliche, it's just taking that one play at a time, understanding your execution on this play, understanding what you need to get done. And we got a team of veteran leaders, a veteran group of guys that when we're down 17, everybody understand what we needed to do to execute, and we came out on top. And so I think that's my answer to that.
But make sure Drew knows that stuff.
I think he probably knows it before. He probably knows it. He definitely probably knows it.
With Dave and Damar knowing each other so long, how do you see that relationship either on or off the field?
I mean, it's awesome. I mean, that'd be a crazy, experience to be able to, play in college with your best bud and then come in the league and play with your best bud. It almost kind of reminds me of Micah and I. Obviously we didn't go to college together, but playing here for 6 years now, it's extremely cool to just play alongside somebody that you've been playing with a long time. So, their friendship is awesome. Obviously, two pit boys, we always clown them. You never see one without the other. They're always together. It's the pit boys. So, it's extremely cool, and they're extremely great players for us and going to continue to be for us for a long time.
How it reminds you of you and Micah. How can a friendship that strong help guys on the field too?
Yeah, I think it comes down to that camaraderie that you build in the off season with the guys, that brotherhood that you build. to where it comes down in the fourth quarter, it's like, you know, you're looking at your brother like, hey, let's do this. And, you know, and it's like you're fighting for your brothers out there. And so that's, you know, I feel like our defense is extremely close. You know, from the D-line to I mean, we're all hanging out together, always playing Call of Duty together, always golfing together, from the D-line, linebackers to the secondary. And so, you know, I think that camaraderie that we have definitely helps us on the field in tough situations, tough times, to kind of come together and, you know, let each other know we got each other's backs.